There is a profound and often confusing phenomenon that can occur in long-term relationships, the gradual or even sudden loss of sexual desire. It's a silence that can echo loudly in a partnership, leaving one person feeling rejected and the other feeling guilty, misunderstood, and helpless. The truth is, for many, this isn't a matter of loving someone less, but rather a complex interplay of biology, psychology, and life itself. This video is for anyone who has felt this disconnect, whether you are the one who has lost desire or the one who is left wondering why. We are going to explore the reasons behind this loss of interest in sex, moving beyond the simple and often painful conclusion that they just don't want me anymore. One of the most significant, yet frequently overlooked, factors is the role of hormones. When a relationship begins, there's an intoxicating cocktail of hormones at play. Dopamine and norepinephrine creating feelings of euphoria and focus, and oxytocin and vasopressin fostering a sense of bonding. Testosterone, often thought of as a male-only hormone, is present in both men and women and is a key driver of libido. But life isn't a constant state of new romance. Over time, these initial surges can level out. For women, hormonal changes throughout their life cycle, like those related to menstruation, pregnancy, and menopause, can have a dramatic impact on desire. The hormonal roller coaster of perimenopause, in particular, can be a major culprit, causing not only a drop in libido but also physical changes that make sex uncomfortable. For men, a gradual decline in testosterone as they age can also lead to a decrease in sex drive. It's a natural, biological process, not a sign of fading affection. Beyond hormones, our nervous system plays a huge part. In our fast-paced, high-stress world, many of us live in a constant state of fight or flight. Our sympathetic nervous system is always on high alert, ready to tackle the next deadline, the next crisis, the next family obligation. The problem is, sex requires us to be in a state of rest and digest, where our parasympathetic nervous system can take over. This is the part of our brain responsible for relaxation, digestion, and, yes, arousal. It's hard to feel intimate and vulnerable when your body is primed for battle. Think about a time you were completely overwhelmed with work or a family emergency. The last thing on your mind was likely intimacy. This isn't a conscious choice, it's a physiological response. Your body is saying, this is not the time or place for procreation. We have more pressing survival tasks to attend to. Then there is the profound impact of mental health. Conditions like depression, anxiety, and even chronic stress can be massive libido killers. Antidepressants, which are often a lifesaver for people struggling with depression, can have a side effect of dampening sexual desire. This creates a difficult dilemma. You are feeling mentally better, but your sex life has taken a hit. It's a cruel irony. A person might feel mentally and emotionally connected to their partner, but find their body is not responding in the same way. It's a physical symptom of a mental struggle. The same goes for anxiety. The constant worry and racing thoughts can make it impossible to be present and vulnerable enough for sexual intimacy. Imagine trying to be in the moment and connected to your partner when your mind is replaying a mistake you made at work or worrying about a sick parent. It's simply not possible. Another crucial, and often painful, point is the issue of familiarity and the fading of novelty. When we first get together with someone, everything is new. The thrill of discovery, the excitement of the unknown, the dopamine rush of new experiences, it all contributes to a powerful feeling of desire. But as a relationship deepens and becomes comfortable, that novelty fades. This isn't a bad thing. It's a sign of a secure, trusting bond. However, our brains are wired to seek new and stimulating experiences. Over time, the routine of everyday life, the familiarity of your partner's body, and the predictability of your shared existence can dull the edge of desire. This is not about your partner being less attractive or desirable. It's about the human brain's adaptation to routine. Think about your favorite song. The first 100 times you heard it, it gave you chills. Now, after hearing it 1,000 times, it's just a part of the background. It's still a great song, but the jolt of novelty is gone. The same can happen in a long-term sexual relationship. Furthermore, we can't ignore the immense impact of life's burdens and transitions. The arrival of children, for example, is a joyous event, but it is also a monumental life change that often puts sexual intimacy on the back burner. Sleep deprivation, endless demands, and a complete shift in identity from partner to parent can make sex feel like an unachievable luxury. The exhaustion is real, and it's a biological and psychological desire killer. The same is true for caregiving roles, dealing with aging parents, financial stress, or navigating a career that consumes all your energy. It's hard to want to be physically close to someone when you feel like you have nothing left to give. This isn't about not loving your partner. It's about having a finite amount of energy to go around. You are running on empty, and the tank for intimacy is the first to be depleted. If you're finding this video helpful and are learning something new about this complex topic, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content that can help you navigate the complexities of relationships and life. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or experiences. We are building a community here, and your voice is an important part of it. So what can be done? The first step is always open and non-judgmental communication. This is perhaps the hardest part. The person who has lost desire often feels immense guilt and shame, while the person feeling rejected is filled with hurt and confusion. It's critical to approach this conversation with empathy, not accusation. Instead of saying, "Why don't you ever want to have sex anymore?" A more effective approach is, "I've noticed we haven't been as intimate lately, and I miss that connection. I'm wondering if something has changed for you, and I want to understand." This opens the door for a conversation about the underlying issues, be it stress, hormones, or something else entirely, without putting the person on the defensive. It's also crucial to remember that sex is not just about physical intimacy. It is about connection. Sometimes the best way to reignite physical desire is to focus on other forms of connection first. Holding hands, cuddling on the couch, sharing a long hug, or simply spending quality time together without screens can help bridge the emotional gap. These acts of non-sexual intimacy can help rebuild the foundation of closeness and trust, making the path back to physical intimacy feel less intimidating. Another approach is to reframe the idea of sex itself. When sex becomes a performance or a chore, the pressure can be immense. Instead of focusing on intercourse as the only goal, couples can explore other forms of intimacy. This could mean focusing on sensual touch, massage, or simply taking time to explore each other's bodies without the expectation of a specific outcome. This removes the pressure and can make intimacy feel like a safe, playful space again, rather than a task to be completed. It's about shifting the focus from doing to being. Finally, consider the power of making changes together. If stress is the issue, can you work as a team to reduce it? Can you both agree to a no phones in bed rule or commit to a nightly walk together to decompress? If exhaustion from childcare is the problem, can you schedule a babysitter to give yourselves a night off? When you tackle these issues as a team, you are not only addressing the root cause of the lost desire, but also strengthening your bond in a non-sexual way. It sends the message that we are in this together, which is the very foundation of a loving partnership. Losing interest in sex when you love your partner is not a personal failing, but rather a universal human experience that is often a symptom of deeper, underlying issues. It's not a sign that love has died, but a signal that something in your life or relationship needs attention. By understanding the complex interplay of biology, psychology, and life's demands, we can move beyond hurt and rejection to a place of empathy and shared problem solving. It allows us to see this challenge not as a breakdown of love, but as an opportunity for deeper understanding and connection. If you know someone who might be struggling with this issue, whether they are the one who has lost desire or the one who is feeling rejected, please consider sharing this video with them. It could provide the clarity and comfort they need to start a difficult but necessary conversation. Thank you for watching.